like to talk about numbers. $45 million spent per year in the US for online sex trafficking alone. Human trafficking. Human and trafficking. Innocuous, right? Two perfectly ordinary words. Put them together, they form an innocuous phrase used to describe a horrific reality.
Noticing something wrong can feel uncomfortable because most people are taught to mind their own business. But when it comes to human trafficking, paying attention can save a life. Trafficking often hides behind normal situations, which is why your awareness matters so much. If you think someone might be being trafficked, start by trusting your instinct, because instincts exist to protect us.
Human trafficking, it conjures up images of people riding in trains from city to city. Now toss in the word sex, well, now you've got something to sell papers with, or talks like this one. Human sex trafficking, we also call it the commercial sexual exploitation of children. We give it acronyms like CSEC or DMST, I suppose to hide its hideousness. 21 million people enslaved globally. 300,000, that's the number of US children at risk for human trafficking each year. That's 300 of these slides with 1,000 figures, and it's enough to fill Citizen Bank Park almost 7 times over. $200,000 per year is what a pimp stands to make from just one victim. $15 years. That's the age by which most child victims are lured into sex trafficking. 15 years old, that's 9th grade. See, when we try to count these traffickers, when we see them, they vanish, they scatter, they morph, they change into the nice lady down the street, or her uncle, his boss, her boyfriend. They live among us, and so do their victims.
That uneasy feeling when something does not add up, that is your mind noticing patterns that do not make sense. Every time you stay alert and notice something that doesn't feel right, you are making a choice to protect someone. You don't have to act alone, because help exists. Pay attention to physical and emotional signs. Someone may appear exhausted, withdrawn, malnourished, or overly alert. They may flinch easily, seem nervous around authority figures, or act confused when asked basic questions. Fear often shows up in the body before it shows up in words. You can ask, "Are you safe?" or "Do you need help right now?" Avoid asking many questions because pressure can shut someone down. Never promise rescue or protection, because that can increase fear if they feel watched or controlled. Your role is not to save them alone, but to open a door to safety. If you cannot speak to the person, take mental notes of locations, time, descriptions, routines, or vehicles you are noticing. If the situation feels urgent, dangerous, or involves a child, act immediately. Contact emergency services, security personnel, or a trusted authority nearby. Protecting a life is always more important than staying silent. Reporting is not betrayal, because traffickers depend on silence to operate. Reporting is courage. Even if you are unsure, sharing concerns allows trained teams to assess the situation properly. Support does not always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like making a phone call. Sometimes it looks like staying nearby. Sometimes it looks like refusing to ignore what others walk past. Remember this: you do not need proof to speak up. You only need concern. Many trafficking cases are uncovered because one person noticed something small and chose to act. The way they move, who they're with, how they respond to questions, or the things they are allowed or not allowed to do can tell a story about what is happening behind the scenes. They might look nervous, flinch at sudden movements, or hesitate before answering even simple questions. They might not know what city they are in, what day it is, or even where they are staying. Pay attention to patterns, because one small sign alone may not tell the full story. Maybe the same person always speaks for them. Maybe they are never allowed to be alone. Maybe they are given money only under strict rules, or constantly monitored. Authorities, hotlines, and trained organizations are ready to step in, but they need your eyes and your voice. Your courage can start a chain reaction of safety and freedom. And remember this: change doesn't always happen all at once, but every small step counts. Speaking up, sharing resources, checking in on someone, or even spreading awareness can prevent harm. You are part of a community that refuses to look away. Because when enough people act, Hope grows, strength multiplies, and lives are saved.
'Cause I'm hoping that maybe someone will save me from the middle of traffic.
You're snatching babies, manipulating the ladies. It seem to happen more when they family and gravy. They tell you about the dreams you both share down the line. Now he got your body out here committing crime. Keep holding your head to the sky, and I pray that you're gonna be alright.
We're here to raise awareness on sex trafficking. Your voice matters. Join us.